What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. So if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Myesha Polnett, and I do like beauty, skincare, life stuff. I kind of do a little bit of everything. I have platforms here on YouTube, Instagram, and I am working on TikTok. So I'm really welcoming myself back to my channel because I'm not really good at running different platforms and being extremely consistent on everything because I have to build that skill. That's just what it is. I have to build that skill. I have a lot going on in my life. So this is gonna be a get ready with me, get ready with me life update, explaining where I've been, what's been going on, what my life is looking like right now, because a lot has changed. Talk to you kind of about 2022 for me and some of the things that was going on, and then kind of just talk to you guys about some of the things that I'm bringing to this year. We're already in the year, but yeah, we're doing it anyway. So if you guys are interested, you guys want to see me do my makeup, you guys want to chat, you want to talk, you just kind of want to, hear a little bit from Myesha, then keep on watching. One goal that I have this year is I'm going to be working on my posture. I have the worst posture ever, and I'm not gonna lie, when I was in high school, I purposely used to do this, like sink my, wanted to have almost damn near my collarbone sticking out. Part of it because I thought that was cool because when you're skinny, it sticks out, so I wanted mine purposely to stick out. But also because my chest is bigger. I'm like a D, okay? C, D, and excuse me. I always just felt like if I had good posture, I just was sticking my boobs out, and they're not small, they're not terribly big, but they just didn't want to stick them out like that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, goal for this year, posture. We working on it. For those who follow me on all my platforms, I took a break. So at the end of the year, for the last 2 months of 2022, I just was not on social media really at all. Reason why? Burnt out. What can I say? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was burnt out. There was just I just have a lot more, my life doesn't revolve around social media, not in an arrogant way, but it just doesn't revolve around social media. And when I spread myself thin and I just don't have time for everything, social media is always going to kind of take a back seat to what is presently happening. And when I gotta focus on cast, I gotta focus on cast. When I have to do other things, which I'm gonna explain to you guys what's going on in my life so you guys can kind of get the gist of it. There's just, social media sometimes has to take a back seat because it's not providing enough for me to make it a priority. As much as that might sound a little weird, I still have a passion for it, but if I'm gonna spend the hours that I would with a 9 to 5 on doing something like this, it has to provide in some type of way, and when it doesn't, yeah, you get the gist. With this get ready with me, I just want to let you guys know that I will do my best to link the products that I use down below, but I'm not gonna really be talking about it because we're chatting. So that was the primer I just used, but we're moving on. So yeah, let's talk about what's been going on. So you know what? I think I actually the other night I was like, you know what? I should probably, where's my iPad? Give me a sec. Hold on. I'm grabbing my iPad, you guys, because I purposely decided to make some pointers for what I wanted to talk to you guys about in this video, because I like to ramble and go off subject, and then I don't ever hit the points that I'm trying to hit, and then I'm just looking down, and then I'm mad, and then I feel like I got to refilm it. So, all right. You guys don't know, I have a son. His name is Cascade, and he is awesome. He is 4 years old. He turned 4 in December, and I haven't really shared this, but I'm sure some of you guys could guess if you are familiar with just the signs and what I've been showing, but Cass has autism. So this is something that was new to me and Mozzie, new to our family, and I went through a grieving period with it because I was just so worried about what his life would look like in the future, because it just wasn't necessarily what I envisioned. But I'm not too unfamiliar with autism to think that his life is over or anything of that case. I'm really thankful that he's healthy, he's joyful, he's happy. This boy could have a terminal illness. This boy can have cancer. This boy can have one arm and 2 toes. You know what I'm saying? He can have so much that's going on that other people suffer from that really makes their life super challenging, yet my kid just has something that makes, you know, it's just, the world is just different colors for him. Like, he just sees the world in different colors, and it's really taught me, like, I feel like being a parent, it makes you are the student. When you're the parent, as much as you think you're the teacher and you're raising your children and you're teaching your children, they are really teaching you. So with that being said, that was something that we kind of learned, although we were kind of anticipating that, but it was just coming to grips and with that understanding and just understanding, okay, this is what it is and what do we have to do. So I've already kind of explained to you guys that we have taken some measures as far as getting Cass into developmental preschool. He goes to therapy during the week, and there are certain strategies and methods that I have been learning to apply at home to really help him. And the reason why I'm bringing up Cascade is because 2022 was a really amazing year for this kid. This kid has made so much progress, and the biggest thing that I think people will notice if you ever know or see him or hear when I talk about him is that his speech development is behind. He's not fluently speaking. He doesn't hardly say much words. It's a lot of gestures and kind of babble and just really like almost like the gibberish, trying to talk but really can't formulate those words. And this year he's made huge progress. On cue, when we ask him to, he can say thank you, please, more, open, baby. There's so many other words that he can say on cue that when we ask him to do it, he can do it. And what I mean by that is, like, he is saying them to the best of his ability. Is he saying them perfectly clear like how I'm saying them? Not necessarily, but you don't want to take that away from him just because, like, it doesn't sound exactly like what you want to say. Like he says look all the time. Like, he's trying to show us something. He's like, look. When he's saying look, he says look. Okay, so, you know, I'm not gonna take that away from him. He's saying look, and I wish somebody would say that he's saying look. yeah, he's saying look, so I wish somebody would, but you know, so he's just making a lot of progress. Very, very proud of him and what he's been able to accomplish. And one thing I'm really it's just the nature of children, but throughout his life, like, this is him, this is how he was born, this is his story, and he doesn't know nothing about it. He's just like, oh, this is just who I am. He doesn't know what autism is and why it's like this and why he can't do this maybe and why he can't say this or something like that. He's just living his best life, and by him living his best life, he's just so joyful. And there would be times where I'm like feeling overwhelmed and sad, and I'm like worried for him, and I'm just all these things, and then I'm crying and blah 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 blah, which I'm not saying I shouldn't cry, like I shouldn't be worried. I think that's just human nature as a mom, but I had to stop and smell the roses, okay? I had to stop and say, okay, well, girl, is he crying? No. Is he happy? Absolutely. Is he healthy? Absolutely. Is he making progress? Absolutely. What are you so upset about? Oh, okay, well, dang, it's not the end of the world, you know? You can go through your emotions, but go through them and get through them and move on, because guess what? This child right here in front of you, he's good. He's good. So for me, this 2022 was huge for Cass. I was just so proud of him, and I'm so excited to see what this year brings. He's just making so much progress. I'm truly happy for him, but I wanted to update you guys on that because I do show Cass, but not as much really, but I do show him a bit, where I think some of you guys may have picked up on that. So I really wanted to give you guys an update because I'm just so excited for him, and I want to shed light on it. Like, I know in that moment sometimes you could feel like you've done something wrong, and I still low-key feel that way. I feel like I could have done things better, but really I could have done the absolute best possible things on earth to really help his development and get him to where he's supposed to be. And there's things that I blame myself for, but he was gonna be like this. So what can I do about it? All I can do is learn to understand how he learns and do my best right now, here in this moment, to help him. That's all I can do. So that is an update with Cass. So we have some new family members, which is so dope. So I have 2 new nieces of 2022. Like, that's amazing. So my first niece, which you guys have probably seen her if you follow my sister, her name is Ivory. Follow her on her platforms. I think like the one that she's really active on is TikTok. She's really doing her thing over there. So if you guys you know, don't know her, I'll try to remember to put her handle or something in the video or in the description. she's doing her thing on TikTok, okay? Trust and believe that. But her daughter, Shy, is amazing. Love her to death. And unfortunately, they do live out of state, so I don't get to see her as often, but I do get to see her every day on FaceTime, which is really dope. And then I did get to see her at the end of the year. I'm just so happy to have her. Like, I'm so excited to know her and get to be a part of her life and get to see her, and it's just amazing. And then this December, like last month, okay, we in January, so literally last month, last year, my other niece, Kalia, was born, and you guys, she actually lives here in Arizona, so you guys will see her quite a bit, maybe in vlogs and stuff like that, because I do see her quite often during the week. She is just the cutest little thing. So of course she's a newborn. She was just born, and she's the sweetest little girl already. And I get a little bit of baby fever, and I'm gonna jump into this topic a little bit because there's not much else to say other than I got these two beautiful new girls in my life. But it gives me a little bit of baby fever, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like, so with Cascade has been really like just so sweet with this new baby, Kalia, and just like, I don't know, I just feel like it would actually be really helpful. But the hiccup that I'm having about getting pregnant again, and I'm gonna keep it 100% real, is finances. Not just finances, but there's other things. It's just kind of the change, the preparation that you have to have. My mental, where am I at mentally? Where am I at with my body? Where am I at with like Cascade? Do I feel like I can do both at the same time? Finances though, like finances. By no means, listen, when I tell you I be down to the wire more often than not, girl, I do. And we just have to grow into that financial freedom and work on those opportunities and work on expanding our income and getting to the places that we want to be. And that doesn't happen overnight. And because that doesn't happen overnight, it does worry me a little bit, because we are comfortable now, but will I be as comfortable? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put it out there like we're struggling, because we're not. We're just regular. We're just regular. And that is something we do have to, we have to budget. We have to be mindful. We have to think about those things. We're not in no position just to say, oh, and I'm not about to act like I am too. I'm not going to act like I got things that I don't have. I don't. Like, I'm not going to pretend either, because I feel like we see enough of that on social media anyway. I'm not doing that. I'm not pretending we have what we don't have. And that is one thing that Mozzie and I both have talked about, that we just want to make sure that we are comfortable enough to do that in our finances, that we have that stability, which I think is pretty responsible on our end, if you ask me. How has 2022 been for Myesha? Myesha had a lot of ups and downs. Okay, there was a lot of personal progress, unintentional progress on things that I wasn't even thinking about. It just happened because God was working on me. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things that I had going on quite a bit, that I'm gonna tell you what was going on, but I'm not gonna tell you what was going on, if you feel me. We were having a lot of relationship issues. Oh, me and Mozzie was going through it this year. Bad. I think this is the worst experiences we had with each other, where we're just not on the same page. We're not on the same page, really. Shit's not gonna be butterflies and rainbows all the time. And if it is, low-key, I'm questioning what's going on, because that's not realistic. You're living with connecting with another human being who has their own mind and own thoughts and own just behaviors and baggage, and all they bring, what they bring to the table is not you. Like, they're a whole separate person, and then you are joining forces with that person. Like, you are joining this person in everything that you do, and to expect things to be rainbows and sunshine and all that stuff is just crazy to me. So this year was we hit our low year, let me tell you that. It was rough. It was not good. And I'm thinking, dang, you know what, God, please, if I'm not supposed to be here, if I'm not supposed to be in this relationship, please take me out of it. Or if I'm supposed to be here, if we're supposed to get through this, please take us through it, because I can't deal with this stuff no more, you know? And we both have roles to play in why things were so challenging for us this year. And we both needed to make adjustments, but those adjustments, you know, it takes work. Relationships take work. And it will make you want to work. That's the thing. If you love somebody and you want this to work, you will do the work because you want to do the work. You will change the things that you need to change. You will work on being a better cook, a better cleaner, a better listener, a better communicator, a better, you know, like, it'll take you out your comfort zone. It'll make you work on the things that otherwise you probably wouldn't work on, because no one's really pushing that agenda. No one's really pushing you to reach those new heights, you know what I'm saying? And in order for us to cohabitate and us to have a unity that is smooth and sailing, right? We have to work. And this year, I think that was what kind of pulled us through some of those rougher times, because this year was really hard on us in our relationship and what that looks like. I'm not ringing now. I'm still wearing my ring, of course, you guys. We still have plans, but I'm just not wearing it right now because I'm doing my makeup and all that good stuff. But yeah, we just been through it like everybody else would go through it, but we get through it, right? That's the end goal. Now, I'm not saying to stick around for something that is not like if you can't stick around, that's by your own choices. But like, if you can see yourself through this, and you haven't done everything you could to make this work, and you know that this person has a desire to work on it, but you guys need to get, like, it's just something, it's up to you. Like, I feel like it's up to you and what you're willing to deal with. And for me, I can't see myself being with somebody for 70 years and not going through something. You have to work through it. You have to get through it. And a lot of times relationships don't last because people aren't willing to work through things. They give up as soon as things get hard. As soon as things get hard, people give up, and they expect, or the expectations are so unrealistic and so high for individuals that you can never see it through. You can never see it through because it's unrealistic what you're asking people to do. And you're supposed to, you know, he's gonna meet me where I'm at. I'm gonna meet him where he's at. Sometimes I'm gonna put a little bit more into it than he is, and vice versa. We make our decisions, but we see it through if we can see it through. That's just what it is. 2022, when I look back on it, like, initially, I feel like I don't necessarily feel too good about it, for me personally. Now, my child, like I said, amazing progress. 2022 was his year. But when I think about me on my own personal level, I'm kind of like, dang, like, I don't really know how I feel about 2022. I feel like, but also, and that's just my initial thoughts, right? When I first think about what 2022 was for me, I don't really feel too good about it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I felt like I deserved more than what I got in 2022. And then I had to take a step back and say, well, girl, did you really work for what you felt like you deserved? Did you really put in the work for what you feel like you deserve? Because if you didn't, then why are you sitting here? How dare you sit here and pout and act like life is, you know, like you just suffering, but did you really put in the work? That's the question I had to ask myself. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I can only control me. Life happens. Shit happens. People do things. And what people do is out of my control. So what about Myesha can I work on? Because that's the only thing that I can do. I don't want to stay stagnant. My whole life is about growing. Like, that's my whole, if I'm not growing, I'm not doing nothing. And that really is going to get to me. That is where I'm at 2023. I'm not about to sit here and complain and sulk and get in my feelings about things that I didn't really put in the work for. Now, if I did put in the work and it hasn't come, I have even another mindset with that. 2022 was my preparation year. You understand what I'm saying? My preparation year. Okay. I didn't get the things that I thought I deserved last year. And you know what? My expectations for myself wasn't even realistic. And that's another problem that I got to work on, because I'm setting expectations for myself as if, like, I'm in complete control of everything that happens around me. And I'm not. I'm sitting here expecting, I'm thinking that I want to be one of those people, those lucky people who do a little bit of work and post a little bit of content, and all of a sudden they're stars. They're living their best life. They're getting sponsorship. And you know what I'm talking about. These people who just are just really blessed enough to be able to just instantly kind of grow these pages and their platforms, and they've only been doing it for what, a year. I've been doing this shit for I don't know how long. I don't even, man, listen. I've been doing this for so long, and I just felt like I deserved more. But here's what I started to understand. This 2022 was my preparation year. When I look back on 2022, that was my preparation year. There was things that I have to do. There's work that I have to do to prepare myself for the blessing that God is trying to give me. There's things I have to let go of. There's things I have to change. There are things that I have to be open to receive in order for God to give me this big blessing. He is working on it. It's cultivating, it's brewing. It is really, he does not know time. So to me, us as people, as human, we operate on time when God does not operate on time. So we're wondering when, but God is really preparing the why and the how. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm going into 2023 trusting that the Lord is creating this lesson for me. He's cultivating, he's brewing it. And while he's doing that, I have to make sure that I'm prepared to receive it. Am I doing what I need to do? Point blank, period. Am I changing what I need to change? Am I growing in the ways that I need to grow? Because if I don't prepare myself for that blessing to come, I can't get it. If I'm not prepped to receive it, I can't get it. That's what I'm talking about. So that is 2023 for me. And that was something that I really had to change my mindset. Be grateful. I always try to be grateful, but I need that to be my instinctive thought as soon as something happens. See the great gratitude in the situation. This year, I don't know what this year's gonna hold for me. But because I don't know, all I can do is prepare. You know what I'm saying? What is that saying? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Yeah, I'm gonna get prepared. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work on me. I'm gonna work on me because my whole goal for real is I want to return back to who I was when I entered this earth before I had my name. Who was that soul? Who was that being? Who was that thing before I entered the world and the world began to mold me? My end goal out of everything that I do in life, like I want to get closer to who I was when I first came here, when I first got here. Who was that pure, innocent, like that really just, I want to get closer to that person. And because my mindset has really been driven to that thought, I just feel like I've been able to slowly, genuinely, and concretely build this self-confidence that has been really unwavering. Like this self-love, self-confidence, and like this, almost like this blooming of my spirit, like this blooming of like, wow, I'm transforming into somebody that I really want to be. Like I'm transforming into someone who's so much kinder, so much more compassionate, more thoughtful, really just digging deeper with the roots that I've been given, and like really just pushing past the worldly standards that we come to know, especially in this world of social media. And like, I don't know, it's just been, it's just really crazy because I feel like more self-love. Like, I'm not saying I'm not insecure by any means, don't get me wrong. I still face my insecurities every single day. But when I'm facing them, I am not like I'm not shaking, I'm not crumbling when I'm facing them. I'm not wavering, I'm not questioning. It's like, I'm looking at my insecurities and the things the worst parts of me that hinder me, and I'm just looking at them, and I'm just like, I feel strong in the face of those things. And it's really dope, and it's making me be better to the people around me. That is the gist of Myesha's progress. And if I'm not doing anything in this world, it's gonna be, I'm gonna make sure I progressed. And I don't care if only 2 people know about it. I just know at the end of my life, when I face God, I wanna know that I did the best that I could with what I got. okay? Like I really did what I could do. I did it to the best of my abilities, and that's all I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got one life to live. One life to live, and I think about that. Like, I don't know when my time's gonna be up, when you never do. And I just wanna know, like, I don't wanna waste my time. I don't wanna waste this life that I don't even know when it's gonna end, and I don't wanna waste it just not doing it right. On a lighter note, I have kind of thought about getting microblading, not because like I need eyebrows, but because I really wanna kind of get them to look like sisters and not cousins. And that's what I got going on here, and I feel like people could see that, which I don't necessarily care, but like I care as I'm trying to do my craft. Hell, I spend so much time on my damn eyebrows trying to get them to look right. Ugh. Really, that is the gist of our chat, but we're gonna finish off the little makeup look. I've been kind of into doing like a kind of like dark 90s brown lip situation. So we're gonna finish off the look with that. But I said everything that I said to say basically that, hold on. Basically, I am really excited to get into this new year. I get in ruts, I get burnt out, I have self-doubt, I question a lot of things that I do. And really, I just gotta do it, you know? The Sephora lip liners, these, look, the packaging's all still on here. They're the Rogue Gel Lip Liners, Rogue Rouge. Get into it. This is the shade Molasses, and we're going for a dark, like, you'll see at the end, Okay, so I'm gonna put just a little bit of this lip stain from Fenty Beauty in the center. And then a little bit of Fenty Gloss Bomb in Diamond Milk. It's so pretty. This is the finished look. I have to actually get going. But we did our makeup. I have really no plans for today. I really just wanted to do my makeup for you guys and just chat with you and all that good stuff. So, with everything that's being said today, you know, basically, I feel like although I felt like I had a lot of low moments in 2022, there's a lot of good things that you can bring out of that. And low levels and low moments are teaching moments. So if you can take anything out of it, do, because you're not gonna grow. So I'm really excited to be back on my channel. I'm excited to work, and I feel really good about just being Myesha. And I'm trying to relieve myself of a lot of the unrealistic expectations I put on myself, and I'm always comparing myself to other things. And I just want to be me, and whoever enjoys me is going to stick around for me. Like, really, when it comes down to it. So, I'm just going to do me. I'm going to do the best that I can. I'm going to work on myself, and I hope that shines through everything that I'm doing. And I hope that, you know, if anybody even sees this and takes something from it, like, job well done. Hello, hey, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so glad to be able to talk and chat with you guys and be so open and real with you. So stay tuned for more videos, and not only YouTube, but check out my TikTok. My priority is trying to be a TikTok girl. I'm kind of like an old head, and it's hard for me to transition from one app to another, but I'm gonna do my best this year to be on TikTok. So definitely check out the page if you guys haven't already. And thank you guys again for watching. I love you so much. Bye.